Blade Storm.
All who serve Lilith will fall.
Like that.
Now that's a big move.
Mm-hmm. 178, eh? Bring us home, Ghost Rider. Just nudge a little bit over here, would you, please, Robbie? What a way to end this mission.
Well, that's terrifying.
Oh, there's only one left? That's fine. You can do the honors.
It looks as if you've weathered the storm. For now.
Piece of cake. That was a fun one. That was really fun. And we
You survived. Ain't that something?
So did you.
I'll be in touch.
What? The guy really knows how to make an exit.
Beautiful. One. It's okay. Vengeance comes. Beautiful. That was fantastic. Whew, that was fantastic. I'm excited for whatever happens next.
Hey, Hunter, when you get a chance, could you meet me at the chapel?
At the chapel? Meet me at the chapel and...
Everybody looks like a block.
Oh, this was a huge hit when I was a kid.
When you were a
You
kid?
mean like last week?
Thank you, Logan.
Ha ha. Seriously, playing this game was invaluable training for becoming a real-life hero.
Except there's no Spider-Man in it.
And there's no Wolverine either. This was made when we were both free agents. But don't worry, we'll be video game stars one day.
One day.
Captain America can't jump that high in real life.
You okay? Doesn't sound like you're having any fun.
This game is ridiculous. I mean, they don't even have Thor in it.
That's breaking the fourth wall.
So close to having the parchment of power.
That's breaking the fourth wall. It's so meta because this game doesn't even have Thor in
Sounds
it.
like I missed an interesting encounter with Johnny Blaze.
Is it not, at least not in a playable character that we know of yet?
Blaze has always been a bit of a showboat. Probably modeled some of the wrong ideas for Robbie. But I don't think Robbie will ever turn out like Blaze.
I hope not.
At least I hope not. We don't need another
We
Johnny
only...
Blaze.
Yes, we only need one.
Johnny sure left an impression on Robbie.
We only need one Johnny
I'm
Blaze.
so happy Robbie got to work alongside one of his idols.
You mean Spider-Man? Oh,
I ain't
Blaze.
much of a conversation.
I remember the first time I worked with the Avengers. Hydra tried to kill us. Black Widow nicknamed me Kid. Thor called me... who? I still don't think he knows who I am.
That's terrible.
Oh, and we almost died horrible deaths, but we didn't, and we saved the world.
Sounds about right.
It was magical.
I think that's gonna happen again. Spoilers.
Johnny Blaze always shows me a good time.
Oh, really, Wolverine? I had no idea.
I thanked you for bringing me back with you, right? I know we're here because people are in danger, but I have to admit...
Okay.
Banner thinks he's so clever with this demonic barrier, but I promise you, I'm gonna have the last laugh.
This isn't about one-upmanship, Tony. Just let me focus, and I can get Hunter through the barrier.
What's the holdup?
Besides your incessant grumbling about Banner in my ear, I haven't yet found a way to properly shield the Hunter to pass through the barrier.
Yeah, sure. While you're working on your magic fairy dust, I'll figure out how we get the parchment back here. It's too dangerous to be left out there in the wild.
It's not fairy dust. That's all wrong for this job. And if the Sanctum was still around, that would have been the perfect place to store the parchment.
Well, it's gone, and Banner's still out there taunting me. So let's hurry up and get some answers.
Tony, are you okay?
Hunter, do you have a spare gamma accelerator?
In my back pocket. Is that a...
I'm serious. What kind of ancient hero are you if you don't have the latest experimental gamma technology in your back pocket?
I told you I did. Is that a gamma thing in your pocket, mister? Or are you excited to hang out? I'm a little confused. Joke. They're in my other pants.
Of course, but I put them in my gamma pants. Sorry.
You have gamma pants? Jealous?
I figured Tony would hopefully
Do
appreciate
you
that.
not have other things to be focusing on right now?
Well, no, actually. Among other things, I'm trying to figure out how to breach that nasty barrier of go away that Banner managed to throw up around the Hydra lab. Strange swears up and down that he'll be able to pierce the veil. If he can deliver, great. Otherwise, he should get out of the way, you know?
Tony, you have permission to focus on my pants all you want, as often as you'd like. You two need to work things out.
The rivalry between you and Strange is somewhat amusing, but the time for amusements is running out. You need to find a way to work together.
Are you kidding me? I love the Doc. Yeah, he's a little stiff, but we're like brothers. I even let him use my beard trimmers.
You still feel confident in your plan to destroy the parchment with the accelerator?
Well, I've been going over my father's files. He had big plans for this thing. Let's just say I don't think anything would withstand being on the wrong end of it at the wrong time.
You believe your father had ill intent for this device?
He had ill intent for everything. But this, in particular. I think he was trying to find a way to unlock the scientific essence of magic itself. So in a way, it's kind of poetic. I'm gonna use Dad's shady tech to stop Banner's shady treachery.
Forget about revenge, Tony. Think about the ways that technology could be used for good. I cannot allow my own vengeance to consume me.
Well, I see your point. I don't want to wallow in the muck, stay above it, etc., etc. Look, I'm not getting anything done. I'll tell you what, let's find this gamma accelerator, bring Banner back from the dark side, stop your mom, and then we can sit down and have a nice chat. I've got this awesome new juicer back at my place. We can do it there.
Ooh, juicer.
Juicer?
You'll love it, Hunter.
Oh, you'll love it. It would
I
juice your
told you.
shoes if you let it. In the meantime, back to work.
Juiced shoes.
While you were on your little fetch quest, I made some breakthroughs on the gamma front.
Whatever floats your boat, Tony. If juiced shoes is what floats your boat.
Good girl, Charlie.
Yacht's so pretty. Nico's gonna wanna go behind
I have a few
Caretaker's back.
theories on who sent those soulless after us and Blaze. I don't think I've shared a common space like this since my days at the university.
Motorcycles, hell rides, legions of soulless? Bummed I missed out.
I'm sorry, Carol.
Do you think Johnny Blaze might let me drive the Hell Cycle?
There's a
Seems like it might have more kick than a Kree
I
starship.
didn't realize it was called the Hell Cycle, but now it makes a lot of sense.
Space can be a little isolating. It's nice to be around other people once in a while.
Seems to be raining a lot. Okay. Nico wants to chat with me in the chapel. All the way in the chapel. Back here. Okay. As long as she doesn't whisk me away again in the middle of the night. I'm kind of tired today.
Are you just gonna stand there, or are you gonna take a seat?
What's the seat over there?
I just hope Caretaker doesn't stop us.
Are you about to do what I think you're gonna do?
There you are, Hunter. Nico has something she'd like to discuss with you.
Can we not do this now?
There you are, Hunter. Nico has something she'd like...
You wanted to see me?
You won't believe this, but we did it.
Oh, good.
Did what?
Remember that first account of Lilin corruption I found in the Book of Thoth?
Yeah, I do.
You mean the story of the ancient pharaoh who was struck down with corruption and the traveling light worker who purified him?
That's the one.
Of course I remember.
Well, Magic and I finally transcribed the incantation the Lightworker used. And I'm pretty sure we can use it to finally remove your psycho mom's corruption over Wanda.
Oh, cool. Pretty sure?
Pretty sure is not enough. Especially not when meddling with powers that are as unstable as chaos magic.
Oh, seriously, Hunter? I thought you would be on board
I
with
was
this.
on board. I just didn't
The
think you would say
incantation
that.
killed someone, Nico. It just does not sound safe. And I want you to be safe, always.
Oh, it's definitely not safe.
How so?
Full disclosure, the reason the Lightworker died was because he had to take on all that dark energy into his body, and he just couldn't handle it.
But you can.
I tried finding a workaround, but all the texts on Chaos Magic said the same thing. Corruption can't be destroyed. It has to go somewhere, or to, like, somebody.
Okay, so it would go to you.
So whoever removes it from Wanda will also have to absorb it.
And you're volunteering. That much dark energy will destroy you. I filter for whoever has to. I will do it. You are so brave to sacrifice yourself for a friend.
Please tell me you are not going to attempt to absorb it. You will surely fall.
Oh, I'm not absorbing your mother's toxic energy. You are.
Why are you volunteering
Excuse
me
me?
to do it?
Before you freak out, just hear me out.
Why are you want...
You're Lilith's kid. Out of everyone here, the only person who has a shot of absorbing all that dark energy and not falling is you.
So you want to risk my life then?
Besides, if you don't do it, I will, and then you'll have my demise on your hands. So, welcome aboard,
This
Hunter.
is blackmail.
When is this
This is
happening?
emotional blackmail.
As soon as we break back into Banner's lab. Oh, and just one more thing, so listen up because it's kinda crucial. I'm gonna need you to memorize the incantation and recite it verbatim when you see Wanda in his lab. It's the only way to subdue her.
Great. Thanks a lot,
It goes.
Nico.
Ego sum tenebris et venunt in domum
I am
suam
shadow.
iubet dominus.
And I am...
Ego sum tenebris domum domini precepta ior. Think you can remember that, Hunter?
Absolutely not. Guess I have some homework to do.
It looks like I have quite a bit of preparation ahead of me.
That's why you're my favorite demon. You need to memorize those lines as if your own life depends on it.
Which it does.
Because it just might.
Thanks, Nico.
Remember to
That's-
study your lines, Hunter, because you do not want to screw this up.
This is kind of... That's terrible, Nico.
Yes,
You're
hello.
willing to risk my own life.
I know I get into it with Caretaker, but she's one of the few adults I actually trust. The Midnight Suns are the rest. It's hard to keep the Midnight Suns moving in the same direction, but I know you have my back, and that keeps me going.
Yeah, well, how about my back? You want to... you want to experiment by throwing my life in there.
Pick you
That's
up,
not
friendo.
cool. That's not cool, Nico.
I don't think I could do this without Robbie. Whenever the weight of the world is on my back, he reminds me the whole team is here to help shoulder the burden.
Robbie is good about that.
I worry about Magic. I don't know the details, not exactly, but she's been through a lot. I just want her to know she's not alone.
She's not.
Blade slipped and called me little sister once.
That's
I've
cute.
never seen him so embarrassed. Still, good to know where I stand
That's
with
very
him.
cute.
I know I get into it with Caretaker.
Yes?
All right. You don't have a lot of new dialogue, which is very in character of her. Robbie, where did you go? Why are you all the way out here, Robbie? Oh, he's over at the shop.
Hunter, I've got a theory. Want to hear it?
Sure, handsome.
My theory is that it's underappreciated work to be an awesome, badass loner. I mean, did you see what happened when Blaze read the parchment aloud? That was an act of mad genius.
One day you'll see his true colors. One day you'll see his true colors. I don't want to say that to him. I got the job done.
He definitely destroyed a lot of Solus. I can give him that.
Oh my god, really? The man unleashes the apocalypse on the forces of evil, and the most you can give him is an attaboy. Tough crowd.
After all that, we still do not have the parchment. Without it, we cannot destroy it.
Here's the thing. He's got no one to rely on. It's just him out there, facing this stuff all alone. He's not gonna give us something like the parchment easily. I think we all need to cut him some slack.
There's no excuse for his behavior. We don't have a choice. We should all adopt his attitude. Your kindness is admirable.
The one who deserves all the slack is you, Robbie. You have grown so much since I first met you.
You really think so?
I know so. Forget Blaze and keep the focus on you. There is a mad genius somewhere in you as well.
Oh. I don't know about that. But maybe I am too hard on myself sometimes.
I think you are.
Save that hardness for Hydra.
Or
Blaze in action really solidified some things for me, Hunter.
And what is that?
I've still got a long way to go if I ever want to make my mark as a spirit of vengeance.
Then you have work to do.
Yeah, I do. It's just hard to gain that kind of confidence when I'm always left on the sidelines.
Yeah, I get that.
Anyways, I had to tune up the ride. She really took a beating out in the desert.
But she did serve us very well.
Man, I just wish I could have brought my brother Gabe along.
Alright.
He'd love
Bye,
it.
Gabe. Bye, Robbie. Look, you got me doing it too. We got some chests here that need opening. So let's do those really quickly. Oh, and we can go grab some. Legendary pallets. Salem Coven member. Skull of Martha Richards. A skull still glowing with the essence of magic. 3 out of 6 bones found. A lot of the corpse flowers are here now. Okay. And this one as well. Night Shift, legendary. From a common? That's cool. That I got that from a common chest. And that one. Right, the easier one is this way. Lots of legendary palettes. I guess because I've got all the common ones. The only ones left are all the legendary ones, which is kind of funny. And then one more. While I'm here, let me use this bowl.
this bowl always here?
The bowl was here all along. Let's put a wand.
Well, this looks like it belongs here.
With a break.
Seems my offering was accepted.
Yeah, these are all legendary palettes. And a rune of regression. Nice. Awesome. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, and this last one here. One more. So many, everything is legendary, and I love that. Okay. Let's take a look at our haul. Whole head prop. Skull helm. Midnight. No. Okay. And a whole bunch of combat outfit stuff. That's cool. That's cool. Midnight Sun. Yeah, these are cool too. Ancestral. Oh, I'm loving these. These are really nice. The purple looks so sexy. Oh, like what the orange one. I like the and the blue. These are really good. The blue is cool, the orange is cool. This one's my favorite. This one. I'm just gonna get this one because it's so cool. But these other ones, alright. I'm digging this. Super. Reduce all call threats by 1, which is me to all negatives. Master of the Hunt. Okay. When I get more gloss, I'm gonna definitely buy more of those things because that looks awesome. Because I get really tired of the black and white and gold hero suit that Hunter has by default. It's just not my color scheme. I like pops of color.
Not over until we all breathe a sigh of relief. Okay, what's the next mission?
That's the spirit. That's the spirit. Oh, another dream. I already know the story, Mom, and it doesn't matter to me as much.
Risks us all with his reckless antics, blindly wielding the parchment of power like a child with their first wooden sword. Who knows what horrors he could have unleashed? We are fortunate he did not destroy us all.
He was defending himself.
Had you not forced his hand, perhaps he would not have used it, Mother.
Men like Blaze need little justification for their actions, don't they?
People like Blaze. Why do you have to say men like Blaze?
It was not I who set the soulless upon you. It's bad enough you and your misguided heroes are hell-bent on keeping the parchment from me. If someone, something else were to get their hands on that wretched thing.
Wretched? You would speak ill of your precious Darkhold?
The Darkhold is many things. Precious is not one of them. The book has a will of its own. It enslaves, then destroys any soul foolish enough to try and tame it. No matter how strong they may think they are. Better to help me contain the damage, lest it consume us all.
Not in my lifetime, right.
Your forces butcher all in their path. You send assassins to cut our throats. Forgive me if I failed to believe you were trying to help us, Mother.
Not us, child. You.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Everything I do is for you.
That's the problem.
Despite how it may seem at this moment, that will never change.
Yeah, that's why I don't like what you're doing.
The parchment of power will be found. The Darkhold will be made whole. He wills it so.
You just care about one person.
Secret guardians, sorcerers, and tinkerers. Your so-called family will shatter before the coming storm.
You make it seem like...
But you and I will stand tall, precious child. United before the eye of the midnight sun.
You're very oblivious to think that you caring about me trumps you caring about everybody else. Because that's delirious and very ignorant of you. And very presumptuous.
I would not count on that, Mother.
Like, yeah. The fact that you don't care about anyone else other than me, like I'm the only person you care about, is redonkulous. And that's where you and I, like, really disagree heavily.
Naughty bug. Strange also said don't read the Parchment of Power. A lot of times. So many times that I listened.
I did not expect gouts of fire belching into the sky. I was thinking more like curses.
What's happening, Hunter?
Hey, Robbie.
I wish my phone could summon fiery partitions. I wonder if there's a spell for that.
Magic looks pensive as you approach her, as usual. Before all these new people showed up, I do not think I felt so different. Now I see how some look at me, like I'm scary or weird. Magic, if anyone says a word to you, I will show them what scary looks like. I haven't heard anything like that. Forget it and come train with me.
Thanks, Hunter.
I don't think you're weird.
You have problem?
Compared to everyone else here, no, you're not weird.
The Parchment of Power really put one heck of a Hellfire Works show. I mean, Johnny used the parchment and whooped all kinds of soulless butt. That's a good thing, right? But he also read from the Darkhold, which is a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
We Ghost Riders tempt fate all the time, though. And we're still kicking. I'm sure it'll work out fine. Sorry if I went a little heavy on the aftershave, but it's not easy covering up sulfur, you know?
I think it's very sexy.
There are gonna be consequences for Blaze reading from the Parchment of Power. There are always gonna be consequences.
I bet.
It's hard to keep the Midnight Suns moving in the same direction, but I know you have my back, and that keeps me
Fresh
going.
and fruity. I already have this, but it's fine to have two. Vivaldi Spring. We don't need this.
Was it Latin?
That I thought it was. I'm pretty sure it was Latin. Pretty sure.
Supernatural beacon saying we have the Parchment of Power here. Johnny's a damn good Ghost Rider, but he sucks at following simple instructions.
Yeah.
No Darkhold page is to be taken lightly, especially not the Parchment of Power.
Johnny Blaze put us all in danger. I don't trust soldiers who are that impulsive.
He is pretty darn impulsive.
Forces from 1,000 worlds just saw the Parchment of Power. There goes our element of surprise.
Yeah. That is a little frustrating, I agree.
We don't know the forces we're meddling with. We might as well have emailed our location directly to Hydra.
The first mission card recovered from an enemy in combat is free.
I guess Johnny Blaze didn't get the don't read from the evil grimoire memo.
With the right prep, the
Parchment of Power is not to be trifled with. Am I the only one who listened to Caretaker and Strange?
The old 3-4. Heroes draw a card when Al knocks
Blaze
on
didn't
them.
hesitate to read.
Might as well.
Is that Latin?
Camo coil
What do you got
analysis.
for me, boss?
Some epic.
I'll make something great out of this. Listen, Doc, I think this plan is the craziest one you've come up with yet.